Alright, hello, my name is Joseph, and this is my submission for the week 3 instantiation assignment. So you can see here we have three objects. These are my generators, and I just added a sphere mesh just to give a position of reference of where they are. And here in our script parameters, you can set what type of shape it's going to be, line, plane, or cube. You can change the length, width, and height, and then we add a prefab to what's going to be generated. So I have this cube prefab right here that we're going to be instantiating multiple times with this. So before we get into it, the logic, the way it works is that the line will be like a for loop using the value of the length. The plane will be using both the value of the length and the width, and the cube will be using height, width, and length. So you can see each generator has a different shape. We're going to make them all just 3'd out, and then we're just going to press play and see what happens. And it's just instantaneous. You can see this is just made up of multiple instances and such. So this cube is made out of this. And so let's look at our script. So here we just have an enum just to change the type, and we have a list of objects of cubes in each one. So I forgot to show that off actually. So if I run this again and I check this generator, so this line, you can see on this prefab list we have three instantiated objects right here. So that's that. So we are able to check the list. The generation type, it just determines it. The length, width, and height, and then just the public prefab. So here we don't use the update function. We just start, and we're just checking what the type is. I could have just used a switch statement, but ifs are just easier to look at, I guess, for me. And I'm just using a for loop in the line, a single for loop, and we're just changing the I, and two for loops for the plane, and we're changing the j and I for the x and z, and then we're using three for loops here, using j, k, and I for x, y, and z. And our generated cube a function, so it just takes a position as parameter using a new vector 3, and we just make the cube and we change the transform to the initial position of the sphere that we had, and then we add the position of the cube on top of it, and then we append it to the list. So we just run it one more time, but that's pretty much it. Boom.